Imagine walking through a village at night, where the only sound is the whisper of the wind through the trees, and the occasional laughter of a man at a funeral. Yes, ha 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 ha. Not tears, not mourning, but a booming, unapologetic laugh. A sound so chilling that it sent shivers down the spines of grieving families. But why? Why would anyone laugh at death? Well, this is the story of Mosi, the man who laughed at funerals. And trust me, by the end of this tale, you'll understand why no one ever dared to laugh with him. In the heart of an old African village, where traditions were sacred, lived Mosi, a man unlike any other. When someone died, the entire village wept, except for Mosi. He would stand there, arms crossed, lips curled into a smile. And when the first wail of grief rose into the sky, he would let out a loud, echoing, ha ha. People whispered. Some said he was cursed. Others believed he had lost his soul. But no one dared to ask him why. Until one day, an elder confronted him. Mosi, death is not a joke. Why do you laugh? But all Mosi said was, because I know something you don't. And then he walked away, still grinning. And then the unthinkable happened. One night, the chief's son passed away. The grief was unbearable. Mosi stood in the crowd and laughed. This time they had enough. The chief, enraged, banished Mosi from the village. Go, and do not return until you learn the weight of death. And so Mosi left, his laughter fading into the night. Mosi wandered into the dark forest, a place feared by many. It was said that lost souls roamed there, whispering their regrets to the trees. And that night, Mosi heard them. He tried to laugh, but his voice was swallowed by the shadows. Then, a voice spoke. You laugh at death, but do you know what it means to truly lose? Answer, a pale figure emerged. A spirit, draped in mist, eyes hollow yet piercing. If you do not understand death, then let me show you. And with that, the world around him shifted, and Mosi found himself in a realm unlike any other. Shadows moved, whispering secrets of the dead. He saw the faces of those he had once laughed at, now staring at him, eyes full of sorrow. Do you understand now, Mosi? The spirit asked. But before he could respond, he saw her. His mother, the woman who had died when he was just a boy. She stepped forward and said, My son, you laugh at death because you fear it. But tell me, will you laugh when it is your turn? Mosi gasped as he woke up outside the forest. The village was in the distance. He had been given another chance. When he returned, the people stared. The chief stepped forward, waiting. But Mosi did not laugh. He wept. I understand now, he whispered, and said, I am sorry. And the village accepted him once more. And from that day on, whenever someone passed away, Mosi did not laugh. He stood among them, silent, respecting the weight of loss. And now let me ask you, dear listener, if you faced death itself, would you laugh? Or would you listen? Comment below. Show your point of view. If you were moved by this story, you'll love another chilling African folk tale. All the men in the village refused to marry her. Click on the video now and uncover the mystery before it's too late.